get you some pops.
Hi, I'm Becca Whitaker. Subscribe to Raze Chaos.
What's next?
And then it'll ask if you want to.
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos, and you have come back to New Comic Book Day. Oh my goodness. I am really excited about this one, and very excited is an understatement. I know I say that about most of these. I say it all the time, but it's true. These are the best. This is the best product that Funko puts out right now, in my opinion. And this is a very exciting one. And oddly enough, it's one that I didn't know anything about. I actually watched the Scottish pop collector show this off a while back, and he actually mentioned me in there, because he'd mentioned that after looking at it, he didn't know much about it and everything, and then he mentioned to that he was looking forward to seeing my video because I like to give a little bit of history about it. Well, the big problem with that is I knew about as much as he did at the time. I'm putting this guy away real quick. So, yeah, I didn't know anything about this one. I didn't know if this came from the... I actually had to look it up, and I looked it up right after I watched his video. Because I was curious too as to the whole cover with it appears to be a mask flaking off, which Harley wears face makeup, so that didn't make much sense. And I thought that that's what was going on with her eye on this side, where it's kind of blackened and tear running out from under it, and yeah, her hand isn't posed because it looks like she's holding the mask in front of her face, but the figure actually has her holding her hood and her mallet. So yeah, there was I knew nothing about this. So I went ahead and I looked it up, and I saw that it was a graphic novel, which also uses the same cover. And what did Raze do? What did Raze do? Oh yeah, Raze went and got it. And I can't tell you how much I love this book after getting it. This is actually the definitive Harley story. I mean, if you're a fan of Harley Quinn and you have not gotten this, do yourself a favor and get this. This is it's called Harleen. This is the same cover as the first issue of the 3-issue miniseries it comes from. So this is Harleen #1, and this is Harleen the miniseries. And yeah, I can't go. The reason it's called Harleen and not Harley is because this goes back from before she was with the Joker, and it shows you her looking for funding for her research, because, you know, she's just getting out of college. She's moved far away from home. She has one friend, and due to some incidents in college, she only has one friend, but she does have a reputation that is following her, and yeah, she's very much alone, and she knows what she's supposed to do, but she doesn't really know how to do it. And yeah, it shows her just basically letting her reputation precede her, letting her work influence her rather than the rumors and history that she had. Just basically, she was so good that she let her work speak for herself. And you see her in a severe depression. She runs into the Joker one evening, and he traumatizes her, and basically, yeah, she's struggling with getting over the traumatic having a gun pointed at her face by the Joker which, I mean, that happens. That's probably going to be the last thing you see. But in her case, it wasn't. And so then it becomes the question, why? And eventually she starts working at Arkham. She has a theory that she is wanting to test, and she's doing research on criminals. And since the Wayne Foundation basically throws a lot of money towards Arkham Asylum, and they are the ones that have given her money to do research, they kind of call in a favor to get her put into Arkham Asylum. And you see even then the disrespect, because they misspell her name on her office door, and you just see her like a really kind of common woman struggle, where she is at the top of her game, but everything that's not related to work is coming at her. Things that have nothing to do with her work keep getting in her way, just being a female in general. And she has several great moments where she has to combat that, and has to go up against the district attorney, Harvey Dent, who wants her to not do her research. And it's really good for the struggle as far as just what a woman goes through, but it also shows you the pitfall that how a woman can fall into an abusive situation. The Joker, of course, wants out of Arkham. You know, he got caught that night that he had actually had the gun in her face. You know, Batman came, beat the crap out of him, put him away. You know, and she gets that mindset of, at first, like, this is a broken, damaged man, which is a trap that some women will go into, thinking they can fix the man. And then she gets it into her head that she can, that she reaches out. And what, of course, does the Joker do? The Joker feeds that. And you get to see the manipulation from both sides, as far as what the Joker's doing to manipulate her. And then you get to see how it slowly, even though she knows this is a monster, how it's slowly getting through, and how the dynamic of shifting in there. And I mean, it's really brilliant. I mean, this isn't the Joker coming in and dropping Harley Quinn and Harleen Quinzel into the same vat he was in and creating a she-Joker. This is Harley Quinn. This is Harleen Quinzel. This is her story, and it's absolutely masterfully done. And it's done by Stjepan Šejić. I'm not sure. The guy who wrote and drew this, he is Croatian. I'm not quite sure how the letters go over that, but you should definitely, I mean, seriously, this, if you even slightly enjoy Harley Quinn, this will make you a fan. And this is about her going back, but the artwork in this is just absolutely amazing. Like, every bit of it, it's just, I can't go on enough about this. This isn't even, this is a comic covers video, and I'm stuck on this. So I am, if anything, this comic book cover has led me to something that I absolutely love now. This is a great book, and I can't get enough of this. And so I am gonna go ahead and say you can get this on Amazon, and it's well worth it. I don't remember how much it cost. Well, I'm looking at it right here. It says it's a $30 hardcover. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's absolutely worth it, because not only did I get it, not only did I read through it, but it's a 3-issue miniseries. And by the time I had gotten to the end of it, I felt like I'd gone on a journey. and that's very rare to do. And I also, after reading this, I understood more about the outfit that she's wearing, because this story is basically leading up to Harley Quinn becoming Harley Quinn, and there's really only one shot of her in costume, and this reflects the costume that she appears in. But I think it's like a it's like a one-page shot of the Harley Quinn that was designed specifically for this book. But yes, it is basically, it shows the cracked Harleen. The cracks are her psyche, and the mask going over her face pretty much show the transformation as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the pop now, because it's absolutely awesome. But yeah, it made me basically these two together. Once I actually read the book, I was so glad I had this in hardcover, and I had this cover. It made me, initially I got it just because it was another comic book cover, and I want to collect all of them. But afterwards, after reading this, I was so happy that they made this. Not only because it's the first Harley Quinn Funko comic cover that they've put out. I'm amazed there's not like 80 so far. There's like how many of Wolverine at this point? And this is the only Harley so far. And honestly, if they never made another Harley Quinn comic book cover, I would not be upset, because this to me is the absolute best Harley Quinn story that I've ever read. And you're talking about somebody who was there watching the animated series when she first appeared, enjoyed looking at all of her appearances when she crossed over into comics, and yeah, there was never a definitive real story that was Harley's. Even in her comic series, there was never anything that really got you to understand the character, because there's always that, okay, so she's a shrink, so how does she fall into the Joker's sway? And this so perfectly illustrates it. And you can see that although she goes willingly, there is a part of her that is kicking and screaming to not do it. There's a part of her that is horrified by the monster that she is suddenly so attracted to. And you see how essentially by trying to get into this, it's essentially, basically it's a Beauty and the Beast story, where you have Beauty and the Beast, and Beauty is able to tame the Beast. Well, in this case, the Beast absorbs Beauty. This is the Beauty and the Beast gone wrong. This is, she tried to help him, but instead infected her with his own madness. And it is a black label, so this is for adults. So that just means the gloves are off, and you are going to see a very, very black story. And I got both. I got this, and then I realized I needed to get this book, because for Raze to get a comic book cover and not talk about the actual comic it comes from is unheard of. Even if I barely know anything, I am going to give you a little bit more. And in this case, I got a lot more. And I just want to shout to every Harley fan that I know that you need this book. Harley fans, if you're a Harley Quinn fan in general, you need this book, because it will... I read this book, then reread any Harley thing you've ever read, and it makes that better. And it's probably one of the deepest dives on Harley that's ever been done. And considering she has had her own movie, that's saying an awful lot. So Yeah, I can't recommend this enough. But click like if you've read this book, if you've enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you a better close up of this as always that I do. I have a whole playlist of not the Harley Quinn of the comic book covers that I collect, and I've got a whole playlist. You can check out all that I've done. Watch another one. Be selective. Watch only the ones you like, and don't worry about the ones you haven't. But they're all right there for you to peruse and go through and say, oh, that one looks interesting. I think I'll check this out. Or, oh, I want to know a little bit more about that issue. I wonder what Raze has to say about that. I am going to give you one little bonus because this is a comic cover video. What I'm going to show you is an alternate cover that they used for the book, which makes it so awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and think about what I've just done. So leave me a like on this video if you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got this or you're going to get it now, because I can't praise it enough. You've seen me like get stories and think about, I've done I've talked about 2 other books on this channel where I've shown off the whole thing, but it's never been as fast as far as getting it and, hey, this is what I just read. This is so awesome. Well, just earlier this week, I guess. I did do that with The Last Ronin, but like, it's apples and oranges between those 2 books. If you like the Turtles, The Last Ronin is very awesome. If you like Harley Quinn, or you just like good storytelling, this book was so much. I mean, this actually made me appreciate Harley Quinn so much more than I did before, and I was already a fan of the character. This has basically enhanced it. So I'm going to stop going on about it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Check back again next week for another comic book cover, because if I've got it, it's going to come out on a Wednesday, because Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. And never forget that life is full of odd moments, and you never know when you're going to be defined.